Pop culture has trained us to think of a bionic eye as a flawless robotic camera, something that instantly clicks online and streams perfect 4K video straight into the brain of a blind patient. Understanding the actual, messy reality of artificial sight requires us to look past the sci-fi and examine the biological baseline of how human vision works. Light enters through the cornea and focuses squarely on the retina. Here, specialized photoreceptor cells translate that light into electrical signals, which then travel straight down the optic nerve into the brain. But as we see in this medical image of the retina's vascular tissue, genetic diseases like retinitis pigmentosa or severe trauma cause this fragile organic layer to break down. The photoreceptors die off and the tissue scars, which severs that critical translation step. Once that biological hardware is permanently broken, the body cannot repair it. The only option left is to engineer a mechanical bypass. This is a visual prosthetic system. Instead of the eye's natural lens, a camera mounted directly on the glasses captures the incoming light. That video feed is immediately sent to a wearable mini-computer processor, which strips down the complex image and translates it into a simplified electrical signal. This external processor then wirelessly beams those signals right through the patient's skin to an internal implant waiting behind the eye. Capturing digital video is a solved problem. The real engineering hurdle involves forcing the human nervous system to accept and decode that alien signal. For patients with a healthy optic nerve, surgeons use a retinal implant. Wireless data bypasses the eye, hitting a receiver. This connects to an electrode grid placed on the damaged retina. These electrodes shock surviving cells, hijacking the optic nerve to carry data to the brain. But if the optic nerve itself is dead or heavily damaged, that pathway is useless. Surgeons have to rely on a more extreme route, a direct brain implant. This method ignores the eye's anatomy completely. A neurosurgeon places an implant near the occipital lobe, the brain's visual processing center, feeding camera signals straight into the brain. Both of these pathways successfully deliver data. However, what actually arrives in the brain looks nothing like natural human sight. Instead of continuous fluid images, the electrical stimulation generates phosphenes. These are isolated sparks, rings, or flashes of light appearing sporadically against total darkness. The limitation comes down to bandwidth. Current implants rely on a tiny number of electrodes, usually anywhere from 24 to 96, creating a data bottleneck reminiscent of early pixelated video games. With such low resolution, performing complex visual tasks, like recognizing a friend's facial features, remains mathematically impossible. For the patients who volunteer, patients undergo grueling, heavy training. They have to force their brains to interpret these random sparks and derive some sense of spatial awareness. This technology requires the patient to adopt a primitive, alien visual language from scratch over many months of effort. This technology has already left the lab. Over the last decade, specific prototypes like the Argus 2 system were surgically implanted into dozens of patients during clinical trials. The economic reality is harsh. The cost of developing these specialized implants far outweighs the revenue from the small, niche group of patients who can actually use them. When the pioneering companies behind these devices run out of funding or face bankruptcy, the clinical support vanishes overnight. For the patients who volunteered, the hardware embedded in their bodies eventually fails. Without software updates or replacement parts, they're plunged permanently back into darkness, with zero alternatives available. A medical miracle is inherently useless if the financial infrastructure required to sustain it collapses. Looking at the schematic overview of the system in development, we can see that these early devices represent the first real bridge back to perception for those living in total blindness. The immediate scientific goal is to secure continuous funding to massively increase electrode counts, moving the technology from pixelated sparks to functional, detailed vision. Perfecting artificial sight requires both innovative engineering and a permanent financial commitment to ensure these life-changing prosthetics never go dark again.